man.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? Good Vapor, Chris Black. I know we didn't do a show last week.
I'm not the Good Vapor, you're the Good Vapor.
That's what I said, Good Vapor, Chris Black.
Oh.
It's backwards because of... Like, yeah, it's technology, just...
Hi, newbie.
Don't think too hard about it.
We will have plenty of advice for you.
Absolutely, and...
like, don't boil your stuff.
Marky Poo, any questions that you have, feel free to post it out. If you don't want to post it out in public, or I mean just in front of everyone or whatever, you can always put it on the Facebook page right here, or send a PM. Either way, we'll get any questions answered. Hey, Brandon. Yes, keep coming to vapors.tv. So look, we have we have Jess. Okay, we have some people. Hey, Matt. Hey, Rob. How liking your vacation, Matt?
That's fucked up.
No, he's fine. Awesome. Oh, nothing, Rob. What is that?
What?
What is that?
This is the one I made.
Oh no, I'm still a little sick, so I'll... Don't put my lips on your tip.
Just the tip.
Crap.
Hey, good luck.
Oh, you have to twist the tip. Twist the tip.
Well,
That's really
we
good.
could probably help you with that step-up process there.
Okay, Ego Twist. What would be my step up from Ego Twist and Kangaroo Protein 2? Awesome. That's actually a really good question, Marky. I'm glad because
I've got the perfect mod for him.
Sweet.
Yes.
Now we can go back to basics on this because I think for a long time we stopped doing a lot of kind of the,
This is not it.
remedial stuff. No, we'll get to that. We like the begin. We've gotten away from getting the beginner stuff. We'll get back to that. Okay, so Marky Poo. So you have a Ego Twist and a Kangaroo Protein 2 right now. Honestly, I would probably keep that Protein 2. I still have...
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I still like the Protanks.
I don't have a problem with Pro Tanks. Get an Aero Tank if you're starting to stick with Kangaroo technology.
I would upgrade the mod before I do the tank, though.
Yeah. At Vape Dudes right now, we have a new mod set up from Aspire. It's a variable voltage little Ego style battery. So it'll be very similar to what you're using now. And it's nice because you can adjust it also, and it's pretty cool looking too because it's actually made of carbon fiber. The tube is carbon fiber on it, so it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks really cool.
No, those are those ones.
Yeah. Okay. We have them in red, blue, black, and gray. So they're pretty cool looking, and we have a new tank in also, the Aspire Nautilus tank. We have the Mini, and we have a couple of other different Aspire tanks, and they're really cool too because they have multiple air flow settings on it, and one of them is actually good enough that I will vape with it. Like, I will carry it around as my vape.
Well, I know that day I came over there was one with the Nautilus Mini on there, and it was getting about almost the same size clouds I was getting from my Kraken.
Yeah, and it's got a vertical coil on it too.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm very, very happy with it.
Yeah, no, those new Aspire tanks look like they're getting better.
Yes, I'm a former pro vapor. What do you mean former? I'm still a pro vapor. God, I'm vape famous over here.
That's right. He's just taking a break right now. But Marky, so when I went from my Ego, I got my MVP. This one just has a wrap on it. I still think they're a solid device. I know with the way things are going, they're kind of being overtaken because it does only go to 11 watts. And with all the, 20, 30, 50, 100 watt devices coming out, it's kind of being overtaken. Still, I mean, if you don't need the power, you can find these all day, pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It's still it has an internal battery. You can actually charge your phone from it. I still think it's a wonderful device. Something else too that, again, I like this Inican stuff. The VTR is another good mod.
It's a great mod.
You have to put a battery in it, but this one goes up to 15 watts. It still works. And that is the Aero Tank. But of course, you could do like Chukata said. You can get the Aero Tank base and put it on the Pro Tank too. I would get the mod before I get a tank, but you already ordered the Aspire tanks. That's good. But yeah, look at the. I put the link for Vape Dudes up there, so go check it out. They have it on their site. When you order, put something in the comments. Say you watched the show, you heard about it from the show, something like that. Of course, the sky's the limit because if you want to go from the kind of the pen style to a larger tube style,
like
or
the
to
Vamo or Bavari or
something like that, or if you want to go to a box mod, it's just choice is yours. But I mean,
or you can go to a mechanical mod and just put a kick on it, and
you could
you could run your Kanger off of the mech mod.
Yeah, the kicks. I haven't seen people talking about those in a while, but
we have them. We have them in stock. We have the Kick 2.
No Hitler here, Matt, you jackass. Yeah,
and as you can tell, we were not at Vape Dudes today.
Yes, we're not at Vape Dudes today. I wasn't feeling too hot this morning. I had to leave work early, so...
Yeah, so I had to come over here so I could get sick. Yay.
This guy. So yes, we're not at Vape Dudes, but speaking of Vape... Actually, hold on. The E-Leaf. Oh, yes, I was seeing that today, too.
E-Leaf?
You haven't seen this?
No.
Let's jump to the Vapor Giant. Brandon, shut up.
Yes.
See, I like the MVP because it is reliable. Because you don't have to replace the battery. You just charge it. Best tank, if I get the MVP, the Nautilus Mini or even the full-size Nautilus. I like the way things look more flush on it. I would say probably Nautilus Mini or the Aero tank is the two best tanks you can find for that. And I say that because for a while, and I just pulled this out of the closet, for a while I was rocking the iClear 30B.
You keep it in the closet?
Yeah, on my MVP. The problem is the air holes at the bottom, this can get choked. You get choked airflow really easy on this thing. With something like the Nautilus or the Aero tank, the airflow control is actually on the base of the tank right there. It's just a ring you adjust. So you can... It doesn't matter what you use it on, you can get better airflow with those two tanks. I would definitely say the Aero tank or the Nautilus or Nautilus Mini on the MVP. I think that's a hell of a setup, and you probably use that for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
My silverware drawer? We good? No one's going through my silverware drawer. Hey, Renee. Yes, both of those are dual coil. Well, the Aero tank and the Nautilus, yes, are both dual coil. The Pro Tank 2, of course, is single coil, but you can put the Aero tank base on a Pro Tank 2. Yes, iClear 30B is a dual coil, yes. Which honestly, I mean, this I know I wrote a blog post about this on the site. When it comes to
yes,
what? Yes, it's hard. Chris doesn't take his shirt off. That's why it's so hard.
I might.
I made a point to put it back in.
I might take my pants off.
Honestly, though, I mean, when it comes to production tanks like a Nautilus or Pro Tank or Aero tank, I think dual coils.
It trumps the single coil.
It does. I don't think you get the benefit out of it that you do with something like a rebuildable dual coil.
No, you don't.
In my opinion.
He's got a fan. It's just not a very good one.
Do you want me to put it on your face?
I might.
Stand by.
Someone wants us to make this a no pants party.
We'll take off our pants if you take off your pants. Wait,
she probably would.
Who's she? Is it your friend?
Yeah.
Sweet. Pixar didn't happen.
I keep trying that and she won't send them, so, you know.
Hey. Be careful.
I'm being careful. I'll just move this right back here. Trying to give you room. Shuffle a boat.
Shuffle a boat.
Shuffle a boot.
Why am I shuffling a boat? Okay, so now that we're all set up, I guess I'm just used to it up here. So I'm not really.
I'm a fat guy. I need air.
Other people are wearing pants?
We're supposed to be wearing pants for this?
No, it's not. Is it that noisy? I don't think it's that loud. Good rebuild tank. Oh, geez. Well,
rebuild tank?
A rebuildable tank. Well, it depends. I mean, you got your...
Kraken?
Hold on. We go through the differences. Okay, Marky Pool. I guess you don't want to...
Yeah, RSST is really the best way to go if you're starting out.
It's super easy to build.
Yeah, that is the number one go-to that I tell people to do for beginners.
Kraken.
Yeah, no, the RSST.
No, you said Kraken's good. It's easy for single coil. Kraken's a little bit tougher for beginners with dual coils. And even the first time I built a dual coil in the Kraken was kind of had a little bit of a hard time with it.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, and that's when I was building micros and cotton. You know, now that I do the rope and the wool, it's a little bit harder. Well, Marky Pool left. Wait till he comes back in. We can continue this conversation when he comes back in.
Yeah. He buggered off.
He buggered off. Well, before I get yelled at, let me do this. I want to thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to the guys over at Vape Dudes. He's one of them right there. Thank you to the guys at Three Dukes, guys over at Vape Dad, Apothecary, and thank you from the Suicide Bunny and King's Crown Camp. If you do not like the page yet, go over and like the Facebook page.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you? Why didn't you have done it yet?
Scoot closer.
What?
People can see you.
Well.
Okay, cool, perfect. Cool. At TheGoodVaper is the Twitter handle. The website's TheGoodVaper.com. There's blog posts. It hasn't been updated in a while, but when I feel the need to write something, I put it up there. And then TheGoodVaper on Instagram.
That you never post pictures to.
I've posted a handful. It's like a new toy at Christmas. You get excited and you post pictures, and then you just kind of stop posting pictures.
I've never stopped posting pictures to Instagram.
I need to not. Well, I took a sweet picture the other day, but it was like widescreen on my phone, and when I went to post it, it cut off part of the picture. So, and then I went to sleep. So,
and then we started drinking.
Yeah, not a fogger. Well, yes, Rob, I know you just got that V4 in pretty recently. I tried, I think it was the V2 fogger, and it was a bitch to build. I absolutely hated that thing. Ooh, Orchid. See, I want to get one of those. You've seen them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Orchid, basically, they call it the K-Fun Killer. It looks like a K-Fun deck, but it has 4 juice flow channels, and it's built for dual coils.
Oh, crazy.
So there's that little piece in the middle, the coils go both sides of it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Move to K-Fun. K-Funs are good. I like K-Funs for a bottom coil tank. I like them.
I've never been a big fan of K-Funs or Russians.
I'm not a big fan of Russians. I know it's basically the same tank, but I've had bad luck with Russians, but I've had great fun with K-Funs. So. Not a fogger for new, much trouble with it, I knew. So I was trying to catch up on some of the comments.
I do like the build deck on the Vapor Giant.
Oh, the build deck?
Yeah.
Well, it's basically the same concept.
It is, but the difference is with like a K-Fun or a Russian, instead of, how it's got those 2 little channels down the sides?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to put cotton down those sides, right?
Yeah.
Well, on the Vapor Giant, you do.
Really?
Yeah, they're cut in deeper, so you can actually put the cotton down into it. And the cool thing is you can adjust the little chimney for it. You can adjust it down or up.
Oh, they call the juice flow adjustment.
Yeah,
Oh, I have heard about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Also, I'm glad you like that Jester's juice.
Yeah.
There is some really good stuff. Yeah, and that's something I've been seeing a lot of that question a lot too. Is when it comes to a rebuildable tank, about how to get it to wick right. It seems like not a lot of people are going to Jenny's. People kind of have
a lot of
Jenny's are kind of old school.
Yeah, Jenny's have kind of gone by the wayside anymore. It seems like.
Hey, I still love them. I mean, Jenny, Dripper. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Jenny, Dripper. So, I mean, I think the Jenny is kind of, it fits that, it's got the benefits of the Dripper, but it still has the tank attached to it. But of course, it's one that some people don't like them, some people love them. I know a lot of people have issues with the K-Fun. The first time I built mine, I got dry hits like crazy. I rebuilt it, it flooded like crazy.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things you have to go back and forth.
You gotta find that middle ground.
Yeah, either too much cotton or too little cotton. So it does take some experimenting with.
Yeah.
I know we did a. Didn't you do a video on how to build a K-Fun?
I have not done a video on how to build a K-Fun yet or anything like that. But.
I know we did. We had talked about it a few months ago. One of the episodes we had talked about the best way to build and wick a K-Fun.
Yeah.
It should be on the YouTube channel. At youtube.com, I think it's /user/TheGoodVaper. There's a video on that. What I may do is do a midweek thing sometime. I've been wanting to do some more midweek, just kind of short videos and stuff. I don't want to do reviews or how tos because there's 1,000 of them out there. But then maybe one I'll just kind of do just for the hell of it. Yes, Matt, I did bring the stuff to Piff. I mean, I'm at home, so it's here. Building a kit from many from different company, proof different than building. Oh yeah. See, I haven't had any experience with the minis. I can imagine they're a little bit tougher to build than the standard size K-Funks. Hey, Mikey Clouds. Yes, and that's the thing too. I know we've talked about it a couple of times in how to fill a K-Fun, because you have to get that vacuum. It's one of those. I don't know if I'd say it's not a good beginner tank, because it is. It just, you have to know how to use it. But I mean, of course, that's anything. That's a K-Fun style tank. That's a dripper. That's a Jenny. That's a mod. It has a little bit of a learning curve to basically anything.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So Matt, I want a K-Fun money for the cow pipe. You should totally get one. I don't know. Matt PLB 2004 did something really cool. He had some extra stuff that he had laying around that he wanted to piff to you guys. Not only do we do giveaways from the awesome sponsors, but we have, again, the biggest focus is on community and helping people, and so when we have a viewer actually piff something, I think that's really cool. This is the Magma. Have you seen these?
No.
So it's really cool. Let me put it back together again. So we're gonna piff this to someone. Don't worry, it's cleaned. I tried to take it already. Don't worry. Doesn't work. Don't worry, it's cleaned and washed, so it's totally sanitary. But that is the Magma right there, and it's pretty cool. So it has the deck, your top cap, and this airflow ring, right? So the way it works is you unscrew the top cap a little bit, you adjust your airflow ring. It has different size holes. You line them up. Of course, I'm not going to do that thing. You line them up to the size hole that you want. You tighten it back down. But what's really cool about it is, look at the guts of that thing.
Yeah, that's... Damn, dude.
It's only, it's only a dual post. So it doesn't have your traditional, dual coil builds. You have
You could do a dual coil on it.
I mean, yeah, absolutely you could. But it's not the traditional, sharing a positive. Each one has its negative. You could definitely do a dual coil on it. And what's really cool about this is, and it's kind of weird, so the airflow holes are actually on the deck right there. If you see that? And your coil's up there. Something seem missing?
Center post?
No, your airflow holes are down there, your coil's way up there.
Oh.
There's your airflow holes on the deck itself. So it's actually channels where the air goes up and goes underneath the coils. It doesn't hit the coils head on.
Ah, okay.
I mean, and look at the well on that thing. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
I think what Matt said, you can probably fit close to 2 mils down there if you do it right. Or at least 1.5 mils.
That's pretty cool.
It's a hell of a device.
Very nice, Matt. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, dude. When he gave it to me to piff, I said, screw this, I'm keeping it. But of course, I couldn't do that. It really is. I don't know, but
Give it.
Of course. Yeah, but you already stole a vape bag. I don't forget.
I did nothing of the sort.
I do see nothing. Do a tip pictures how to get new. That's. I'm sorry, I'm catching up again. Okay, cool. So we're gonna piff this to someone right now.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, so we have some other stuff.
Yeah, me.
Beardo Vapes.
No.
No, he gets it.
No. Okay.
You there, buddy? He's not officially a part of anything anymore. Cool.
But you have to come pick it up in 10 minutes.
Yes, you have to. No, but I'll get it to you. I know where you live. I will get that to you. So, congrats to you. If you would like to give it to me, that's totally cool too. And look, it even comes in this nice little treasure chest. You know what? And when you receive this, you may get like the head of a snake in there. I don't know. We'll see what happens when you actually get it.
There are all these motherfucking snakes on my motherfucking mod.
Motherfucking snakes. So we got that. That's out of the way. We're not going to do call-ins tonight. Let's talk about this thing. So this is funny. We just do a hodgepodge of crap tonight because there's a lot going on. I wrote some stuff for last week that we didn't do, so we're gonna kind of fly through some things. So let's talk about this view. So we went a while ago to get me my Diet Coke fix, and we walked in 7-Eleven, and this
right there.
This little pamphlet is sitting out there. So everyone. Everyone except Matt and Misty likes to read on the crapper. So this is good bathroom reading material, right?
Yeah, and after you're done, you can wipe your ass with it.
Exactly. So double trouble. Yes, I'll get to the juice a little bit later, Matt. But yes, Matt did give some juice to Pip too.
Oh, cool.
We'll get to that. So this is what on the front page is. Introducing the first truly digital vapor cigarette. Voop reading. Yes.
No.
Yes. Agree, Tar Heel.
This opening page on it, I could not read with a straight face.
No, I mean, powered by smart technology for a perfect puff. First time, every time. First time, every time. Okay, let's just dissect this. You either have first time or you have every time. You can't have first time every time. Because once your first time's gone, then that's every time. I mean, Jesus. Okay, this is perfect puff, first time, every time. I'll trust this fucking thing every day. This is gonna get real irritating.
Yeah.
Designed and assembled in the USA by the tobacco experts. Okay, well, firstly, let's just cut tobacco. If we're all gonna fight the fight of it's not a tobacco product, let your brochure not say they're tobacco experts.
Right.
Let's get on with that. R.J. Reynolds Vapor Company. Views combines over 100 years of experience and knowledge in delivering high quality and great tasting products with cutting edge vapor know-how. They have 100 years of experience in the vapor industry. This is ridiculous.
we have no tests or anything to show what vaping has done. Well, apparently it's been around for 100 years because R.J. Reynolds Vaping Company has been doing it for 100 years.
Oh yeah, and smart technology. The smartest thing you can do is not buy this. Okay. The first electronic cigarette, look at this, in big red letters, that finally delivers. I'm glad that we've been wasting our money on all this other crap, because this one finally delivers. But it's cool. I will say one thing, though. This little brochure is better than the owner manuals of basically any mod I've ever gotten. So, I mean, kudos to that. So, it has a light. It's designed for efficiency. It has a vapor delivery processor. And, so it's not like the blues or the other ones where it has the 510 where you can kind of swap them out. This is a proprietary connector that clicks in, so you have to use their refills. I don't think you can refill these cartridges.
Nope. Because that would make it an open system.
That would make it an open system. And it's all the stuff about unrivaled taste. Well, yeah, unrivaled to dog shit, I guess.
I will buy one once and see the diacetyl test.
Oh, God. It keeps you in control because it has a light.
The Apple product of vaping.
I'm an Apple fanboy, but that's funny. So, but yeah, I mean, it has its own...
I like the accessory page.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I mean, it looks clean. It looks real nice and put together. Added signature carrying case, that's nice.
She needed a light to use the guide to the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Unrivaled nicotine content, oh god.
Yeah, so...
48.
So this is crap.
Yeah, so... And it's funny about that because I just read an article, we were talking about this earlier, about an analyst did the numbers on this, and basically all these cigarette companies with their cigar-like products, they're actually finally losing market share on this. We always said since day one that, they're losing a lot of money with cigarette sales, but they have something to gain because they can tap into the market. They can provide a product out there. No one's going to buy it, but they can, they have the potential to tap into that.
If they were to put out a quality mod, I would be more than happy to try it. But the problem is they're trying to push their crappy flavors, their crappy products, you know, and it's like no one wants that.
Exactly.
No one wants to mess with it.
And they don't get it. I mean, and it's funny because, and I know I've never seen the commercial, so it may or may not be juicy. And I think I think what they're saying is because they have been dominating, you know, cigarettes have been dominating for so long that they can just put something out and people will buy it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really the case anymore, is it?
I mean, really, their best chance
is to concede.
Well, that, and like this Tar Heel Blue Boy.
Really?
Yeah, that would be their best chance, is to secretly purchase these companies, not say that they purchased them, and to completely run them separate from their tobacco company. Because
you know what?
As soon as someone finds out that these vape stores are owned by a tobacco industry, people are going to stop going to them.
You know what? That's fine. Buy a handful of vape stores, don't touch their products, and have no input on the way business is ran.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't care. Just don't push a shitty product on people. Even though, yes, true, they have 100 years of vaping experience. I don't know. I want to believe them. I do. But they're finally
you like the Mulder poster from the X-Files. I want to believe.
I want to believe. So of course, you know, so this thing. So with them losing this market share, I think it's Lorillard is the one that's coming out. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, because they're all kind of the same to me. I don't really care. But they're pushing the FDA to ban an open system product because they say that they're susceptible to tampering, and you can do. Okay, so now that they're losing their market share and they're losing money, they're trying to ban the devices that everyone's buying. So it's kind of, you know, it's a very childish mentality of all. If we can't play the game, no one can. You know, if I can't have it, no one can. It's a really childish way to do things. So, it is R.J. Reynolds. Okay, cool. Thank you, Matt. Like I said, it's all one and the same. Yeah, I've tried refilling a blue, and it doesn't really. Yeah, that's what I just got juice. Yeah, it doesn't really work too well. Behind 200 people. Wow.
Wow.
How is 200 people gonna be out of jobs real soon? We'll say that. So, but it's funny because, I mean, they just want their money. The pharmaceutical companies want their money. Which we were talking about this too, and I had like an actual starting point for this next section, but I completely forgot what that starting point is. But with everything going around, you know, I don't really think. Say what you will, and I may get bashed for this, but I wouldn't necessarily say the FDA is the big enemy. You know, of course, it's a government agency.
FDA is going back on a lot of the stuff that they've said. They are changing their opinions on a lot of things. I mean, it's just give it enough time, and this is going to be what we want it to be.
It is. I mean, and it looks, and that's why I say that I don't think they're the big enemy. Because honestly, as long as this battle and this debate's been going on, if they wanted to ban it, they would have done it. If they wanted to get full regulation, they would have done it. Yeah. They would have, you know, put the hammer down, because you know what, no one's going to revolt against the government. This isn't, you know, like V for Vendetta, where stuff like that actually happens. So I think, you know, of course it's a government agency, and of course there's corrupt politicians and this and that. But I really think somewhere in there they're trying to do something. You know, they may be going about it a different way, but I think they honestly have decent intentions at heart. Are you doing blow?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Want some?
The good Coke guy. So I mean, they may. I wouldn't necessarily they say their best interests at heart, but I don't think that they the big enemy. I think they're trying to. I think they try and play both sides of the fence. To be honest, but I don't think we've lost. I think we're kind of winning. Exactly. I mean, Exactly, Casey.
Yeah.
So views, put out your product, put out your stuff. But when you start losing money, don't attack the stuff that's working.
Yeah.
That tells
Well,
you should step up. Because
they've got to attack the companies that are making the stuff that are making money because they hope that they can use a scare tactic to, bring business away from them and back towards them. They've got to figure out something that's going to work for them, and they have nothing right now.
And Tar Heel said, talking about blue, and I started with blue.
I tried blue.
You tried blue. Most of the people I talk to now, I would say majority of them started with the blues. So it seemed like that was. I mean, I think when I
had several different kinds of cigalikes. Actually, I had the blue. I had the some other thing that I ordered online. I mean, there was one that they were selling in 7-Eleven for a while.
Yeah, those ones were crap because I tried those too.
Yeah, those were crap too.
But the blue seems to be kind of like the biggest one that everyone's has started from, and Finn, they got the Enjoys. But I read somewhere that they're looking to kind of get rid of blue. Kind of squash blue and keep on doing their own thing. Which is fine, do your own thing, but, do it better. Like Enjoy, we'll talk about this too, at the same 7-Eleven. Check this out. So this stand was at the checkout. And I know there was one of the, it's like a city council thing that I think it was in LA or something. Someone from Enjoy, a spokesperson from Enjoy, came up and said, "You know what, kids? These flavors are marketed to kids. Adults don't want candy flavors. They don't want dessert flavors. They just want tobacco flavors." And they completely turned around because look at this. I think this one on the top right was
butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
Cherry.
Cherry. We had peach. We have. I think there's some chocolate in there. And on the bottom left, you can see that's a tank. So what Enjoy did, they said, you know what? They make the cigalikes.
Yeah, and look here at the price. Does that say vape pen $30?
Yeah, for basically an Ego style battery and a CU4 is what it is. Which is the price of a decent starter kit. Hell, starter kits were $70, $80 when I wanted to go.
Oh yeah, I mean when I first got my first kit at Vapor Bar, it was $110 for two.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, and it may be junk, Casey, you're right, but you know what? I think they have the right idea. They came up with the cigalikes, people weren't buying them. They saw that people wanted these products with a refillable tank system and modular pieces you could customize, and they went that route. It may not be a good product, it may be a complete shit product, but at least they understand what's happening, and hats off to them for at least trying. I wonder who the experience with Vapor was. Oh, you read it. It's probably those, I don't know, it's probably some dude in his 60s or 70s. He may be a good businessman, but he's kind of clueless as to what's actually happening. Oh, they have been making flavored cheese forever. Okay. We got some good people in there too now.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, no good crap. Product itself is fine, but the kinds of juice. Gotcha. And yeah, I don't know anything about their juice. I don't know if it is, I know where it's made, what's in it.
Yeah, and that's the, I was talking to him about this. That's one of the things that always kind of makes me laugh whenever I'm vaping somewhere and someone who doesn't vape or whatever is like, well, I heard on the news that stuff has got blah, 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 blah in it. I'm like, this doesn't. Well, how do you know? Because I know. Well, how do you know what they put in your juice? I'm like, well, because I fucking make it.
Exactly. and at this point, I was the same way. When I started, I would only buy from a couple of shops because I spent time there and I knew the people who worked there, and I kind of trust them. I wouldn't just go into a random place, but that was just me. At this point, and this isn't something I set out to do, but at this point, the only juice that I use is either stuff I make myself, or I know the people who make the juice, and it just works out that way. but same thing.
I mean,
if you're starting out, if you go into different shops, get to know them. You can tell just kind of talking to people. You can get to know the way they, get to know them. You can tell right away once you get to know someone, kind of how they feel about, I can't. solidify a thought tonight. You can basically tell if someone's in the back making juice by their toilet,
Yeah.
or making juice in the bathroom.
I
or
can say
if that's a
this,
place you want to buy juice from.
I can say this with absolute certainty. Vape Dudes, we make our juice in an actual clean room. It is a Class 5 clean room with HEPA filters, and everything is clean, and we are very, we just basically took everything out of our clean room yesterday and fucking mopped the floors and cleaned everything up. And we make sure that the stuff that we send out is going to be a high quality standard. We want to make sure that people are getting what they pay for.
Exactly, and I think and something else I've seen people complaining about is, oh my god, juice is just so expensive. Well, you know what? Some juices are more expensive.
Yeah.
There's a place my neighbor told me about. He was in, what did he say, Waco? Temple? $5 house juice.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. That's a hell of a deal. I wouldn't buy $5 house juice.
I wouldn't.
But that's just, starting out, I probably would have gone, oh shit, yeah, that's cheap as hell. I'm going to buy some of that. But, given what I know now, because you don't know where it's made. You don't know, I've been in a couple of stores where I've seen their back room and where they make juice. Some of the stores I've been to are perfectly clean. I would vape the house juice from there because it's made in a clean place. Other stores, I wouldn't touch it just because I see the atmosphere and I see, what the place is like. I wouldn't touch anything that's made there. So, yeah, premium juices. Or it's like some of the vape dude stuff is like some of the flavors a little bit higher priced, but you get what you pay for. You get quality stuff.
Our premium line, our private stock, is like $18 a bottle,
which is okay.
Yeah,
which is good for a premium, but it's more expensive than just a standard house juice. Which
that's what you were saying.
Yes.
Basically.
So yeah, I'm gonna get to that, Casey, too. So, you get what you pay for. Is it a little bit more expensive? Yes. Can you trust the ingredients that are in it? I would. Because it's made in a clean facility. It's made by people that, they're not doing it for the money. Yeah. Hell, we talked about this.
I do it for the money.
Well, yeah, but you just get a paycheck. Cool, so, and speaking of... yeah, I know what you got it.
Your batter is screaming LOL?
You're a backlash. Cool. Well, let me know when you get back, because we'll talk about the PIP video, because it looks like you want to, juices like whiskey. Yeah, you get what you pay for. You know what? I like cheap whiskey. I like $11 Rebel Yell bourbon. It's good. But you get what you pay for.
Nope.
No, the bottle of Jack came from him, because he doesn't...
Oh, really?
He doesn't drink hard liquor. So we had a get together one weekend and Kentucky Deluxe.
I like my TX whiskey.
Running through a Brita picture.
Yeah.
Hell, I knew a girl that would only drink McCormick's. It comes in a plastic bottle.
Oh God, McCormick's.
It comes in a plastic bottle. I will not. And the thing is, she was the only one that could drink that. She would drink every dude under the table with that stuff. It was ridiculous. Where did it go? Let me find this. I want to bring this up too. I don't know, this just kind of happened to come up. But it's something else too, and I kind of wrote this down. So what you were saying, where people say, well, how do you know what's in it? How do you know what's in it? There's a couple of ladies I work with, and they were wanting to switch from smoking.
Yeah.
So this week I got them both set up with starter kits from you guys. Thank you very much. So this morning one of the ladies was talking to me about it, and then someone else who sits close to me, we were talking about vaping and stuff. She says, "Oh, that smoking thing." I was like, "No, it's not smoking. It's different than smoke." She's like, "Well, no, but you're doing this. It's smoking. I see the smoke." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not smoking." She's like, "Well, is it better for you?"
Yeah.
Like, I kind of thought everyone knew a little bit more. That everyone knew at least a little bit about it. But I was like, no.
Well, no, because people, like I've said from the freaking get-go, man, people are going to see this action coming to mouth. Smoke. Yeah. It's smoke. It looks like smoke. Obviously, it's smoke.
Exactly, and And I can see people, but I just thought everyone kind of knew an idea, I mean, which is fine. So I got to kind of talk to her about it, and I was like, well, no, it's, and she, no, that's right, because the comment I made,
It's just vape, dude.
no, someone said, I go, what did they say? It said something about how their lungs were hurting or they couldn't catch their breath or something. I was like, oh, I don't miss that feeling. And that's when, because this woman said, she's like, well, do you feel better? I was like, well, yeah, I feel a lot better.
A hell of a lot better.
I can breathe, you know, I'm not out of breath. I don't get sick. When I do get sick, I don't stay sick for as long as I did. So I started talking to her about this, and I said, you know, the problem isn't the nicotine. I was like, nicotine doesn't cause cancer. And then another guy, a few days over, kind of shut his head and looked at me. It's like, yeah, nicotine's not the thing that causes cancer. It's the, you know, the 4,000 chemicals are what causes cancer. Nicotine is not a carcinogen. It's, you know, it's just a regular.
Right.
It's an addictive substance,
Right.
of course, you know, but it's not a carcinogen. So it was just nice to have that conversation with someone, because there's a lot of people that honestly
It
don't
is, however,
know.
an insecticide.
Do I?
It is, however, an insecticide.
It is.
Yes. You know that?
Well, there's no insects in my lungs. I can tell you that. So that's kind of cool. So with that being okay, cool, Casey. I'll get to what you said in a second. So I mean, with that being said, you know, with the FDA doing their thing and these tobacco companies, and you know, there's a lot of uneducated people out there. I am just getting so sick of some of the shit I read out there every day. You know, for the love of God, can we stop fighting the clone war?
Oh!
Okay, Casey, it may be a few minutes, but I'm sorry. We're just going off on some tangents. For the love of God, can we stop fighting the clone war? Yes, you have your thoughts on authentics. You have your thoughts on clones. Can we just leave it at that? Let's just vape, dude. Can we seriously, for the love of God, let's just stop fighting about this. Who really cares? You know, can we stop bitching about, like we said, we just talked about the price of juice. $5 house juice, you may not know the cleanliness. $22 premium juice, where I can guarantee it's made in a damn good facility. For the few that I know, it's made in a damn good facility and it's clean. Stop bitching about prices. Can we stop complaining about, maybe it's just because I'm getting old and I don't care anymore, but you know what? If the Dallas Zoo wants to ban smoking, which includes vaping, don't go to the Dallas Zoo. If you can't vape at Chili's, don't go to Chili's. Don't get on Facebook and bitch about it and say, oh, everyone needs to go to Chili's and, you know, stand outside with signs that we want to vape. Just don't go to Chili's.
What do we accomplish by doing that?
We don't accomplish
Except
anything.
for making ourselves look like douchebags.
Exactly. You know what? I vape in public. Everyone vapes in public at places they shouldn't vape at. You know what? I don't make a big deal out of it. I try and be as discreet as I can. If I am vaping in a restaurant and the manager or someone comes up and says, hey, so you can't do that here, I'm not going to go, let's not smoke, it's vape. You know, I'm not, okay, hey, cool, it's your place. I can appreciate that. I'll go outside. I mean, we all really need to grow up.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other battles that we're fighting every day. You know, we don't need to be fighting these stupid battles that honestly don't mean anything.
Right.
Other things that, I don't know, let's just go on this. The Clone Wars, we talked about that.
Well, hang on, I want to talk.
Okay, so
I want to talk about that just a little bit more. As you know, there was some controversy a few months back with the Amerivapes people.
Jess. Yeah.
And, you know, the whole Manhattan thing, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and it was a big clusterfuck, and who knows exactly what happened. I've heard several different sides of the story now and everything. Yep. So, of course, you know, there's companies out there cloning the Manhattan now. Well, there's one in particular that I really like. The reason I like them so much is because they're kind of saying what everyone else is kind of thinking, right? Manhattan or Amerivapes are the people who started the hashtag no clones thing.
What's up, Ruckus? Yes.
Okay. Well, this is the Foo-Hatton. F-U-Hatton. Let's see if I can't get that in there for you.
While you're doing that, are we freezing or lagging, or is it pretty good? Because I know you said Tar Heels, you said freezing. We've been looking, and this seems to be pretty good so far. Are we coming across clean? Okay, cool.
So,
Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah, this thing, I mean, the box, first off, just makes me laugh. Here you can see on the side, it says, not a pipe bomb, and it would stand up for clones. And it's just on the back, shut up and sub-ohm, you know.
Did you show that?
Yeah, here you go.
I honestly...
This cracks me up, because this is saying the exact same thing. Look, who cares if it's a clone or not a clone? This is a great mod. I've only had it for a couple of days, and I mean, this thing is fucking awesome. I love this damn thing.
When I held just that, that's an awesome button. I mean, it's what's the other one that you guys sell that has the same kind of button? What's the name of that thing?
Flagship.
This button, I mean, it's a full-on. You know, there's no wonkiness. It doesn't wobble like a lot of buttons. You don't have to do 2 fingers like my Stingrays. I had to do 2 fingers on. This is just a single finger button. There's no lock ring, but you don't need one.
Yeah, well, it's got a pretty strong magnetic switch on it, too.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, this is a great mod. Whether it's a clone or not, I'm kind of like, no, it's not a clone. This is an authentic. This is its own creation.
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't say it's the Manhattan.
That's true.
It's the Fuhattan. Same reason I tell people this isn't a Hannah clone. It doesn't say
it's
Hannah.
A box mod.
Box mod.
It's a regulated...
Your clone mod, do you have that with you?
I do not have my clone mod.
For all intents and purposes, it's a nemesis.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it's a nemesis. It looks like a nemesis. It performs like a nemesis. Everything says it's a nemesis.
But you know, and this is what people are complaining about. They're saying, you know, don't take a nemesis clone and put nemesis on it. Make it your own. Okay, someone took a nemesis. Basically, well, I'm assuming be close to a 1-to-1 because it's basically the same mod.
Yeah.
They put their own sticker on it. You know, it's not a clone. Same thing these people did, and this was the big deal with what the machinist was sending the parts overseas or whatever the case was.
For whatever reason, the machinist for Amerivapes apparently sent all the everything that he had for Amerivapes Manhattan mods over to China.
Oh, see, yeah, I know you got one a while ago, Josh. Yes, yeah, that was a whole other can of worms we won't get into. But I mean, I would get that thing just for that box. That is,
I know, and
that is freaking sweet.
That was pretty much my incentive to get it also. And I mean, like I said, I mean, it's a fucking nice, hard-hitting mod. I've tried it with my drippers. I've tried it with my Jennies, and they all performed awesome on it. So,
yeah, actually, Marcus makes a good point. The other logo makes it a clone, not a counterfeit. Okay, good point. I guess you're right. Yeah, the $40 Nemesis with the Nemesis logo and the serial number makes it a counterfeit. The clone makes it a clone. Okay, you're right. So what we should be saying is we should stop using the word clone. We should start, you know, counterfeit is more accurate, but that's semantics. So whatever.
Right.
I stick my body then the tool for getting it in there. And that's true, Jess. I mean, when it comes down to it, you know, people fight this fight every day and they complain about this every day, but at the core of it is we're not smoking anymore.
Exactly.
So I mean there are other issues. You know, I understand about, you know, mod makers spend time and research and money, you know, developing something cool. You know, like, you know, there's 1,000 drippers out there, but you know, something like the Veritas, it's different than anything else out there. So I can understand, you know, you put time and energy in making a product, and then China does it for 1/10 of the price. I understand that. I get it. But you know, that shouldn't be a dividing line between us as vapors and us as a community. We're not smoking anymore. That's the key thing. All the other stuff is basically just
This is one thing that I would love to see mod makers keep in mind about this. Consider it an honor that your mod is good enough to be cloned.
Exactly. I mean, Zen had the right idea. He went to the clone makers, like, you know, you're not gonna stop doing this. You know what? I'm gonna help you.
Yeah.
And he's working with the clone makers, because I get why something's $200, and I get why China sells over $40. You know, you have a factory in China paying their kids in shoelaces, you know, or you have a dude in his garage with a machine churning them out one by one. I understand where the price point is, but it's not something that should be something that we let divide us.
Because, like, I will be pissed off if I were to damage one of my authentic mods. because they're expensive and they, I want them to stay looking nice and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But if I drop a clone and damage it, I'm not as pissed off. I'm a little annoyed.
Counterfeit. Drop a counterfeit.
Anyway, I'm a little annoyed.
Speaking of being annoyed.
But, sorry, Marcus, we don't mean to talk about clones all the time. It just seems like it gets brought up a lot.
It just happened to come up with Sorry, Marcus. We'll move on.
Yeah. So, moving on.
This kind of goes hand in hand with something else. I know we talked about this. We're going to have a bunch of topics to run in together. So, we were talking about this earlier. I mean, this whole diacetyl and AP thing has kind of gotten a little ridiculous. So, I'll give my thoughts on Pip's video. But, I mean, I was thinking about this. Well, we'll start with my response on Pip's video because it'll roll more natural and other things. I think she made a good point. I think it's kind of ridiculous that, so Russ sends the stuff to a lab to get tested. She sends stuff to a lab to get tested. The results are different. And people are just jumping on, oh, well, why are the results different?
Yeah, exactly. Why? I mean, it did seem kind of weird that he supposedly sent off a bottle and it was like way on one side of the scale, and she sent off a bottle and it was way on the other side of the scale.
I know people were saying, well, maybe they sent a special bottle. No, I know, and anyone in this room who has actually, who met Pip and has, talked to her for a lengthy amount of time will know that, you can tell real quick she's pretty transparent. She's not a person that would do something that would send a special doctored bottle of juice to be tested. Like that video I'll link to the page. I mean, that's her in that video. That's basically how she is. So my thoughts on that was, for the love of God, can we just? That's another thing. Let's just stop fighting about it. If you think that juice has that stuff in it, don't vape that juice.
Yeah.
Is diacetyl and AP gonna kill you? I don't think it is.
Okay, look. The number of cases of popcorn lung are like 5.
I thought it was like the one case.
No, it's like 5.
Okay.
And
I think one hand. You can count on one hand.
And it was from people who worked in popcorn factories, and then one other guy who apparently he would eat 3 bags of microwave popcorn a day, and every single time he would get it out of the microwave, he would open up the bag and sniff it. Okay, it even says on the bag, do not sniff it as soon as you open the damn bag.
Exactly.
Okay, now this is the thing that is like pissing me off about all this shit. The diacetyl, the formaldehyde, the this, that, and the other. Look. All this shit is in fucking cigarettes. Yep. This was in cigarettes when we were smoking. We didn't care when it was in our cigarettes. We would still go out and buy a pack of cigarettes, even though we knew it was going to kill us.
And did anyone get popcorn lung from smoking?
No.
No.
Several of them got lung cancer from smoking, but...
Yeah, they got that before they got popcorn lung. Okay, you know what? I get why this was brought up because, as an industry of that kind of prides itself on self-regulation, the stores weren't selling to people under 18 before there was any talk about it. You know, we pride ourselves on self-regulation, so I can see why they go, hey, this may be a concern, let's tackle this now before the government steps in.
But see, this is the other side of that.
I understand that, but I think it's gone on too far.
Well, no, it has gone on too far, but this is the thing. Look. The numbers, okay, even if it has formaldehyde, even if it has diacetyl in it and all that stuff, the numbers are so minuscule compared to what we were getting when we were smoking cigarettes.
Exactly.
Who fucking cares?
Exactly. So,
Just fucking vape.
There was a thing I read a while back that said the air in LA is more toxic than vapor. You can step outside and you're probably breathing in worse chemicals. So, yes, are there worse things out there for you? Absolutely. But this is the other thing, is this juice, if you're vaping it at 11 watts versus 150 watts, is it worse for you?
Yeah.
Do you think taking massive lung hits at 150, 200 watts is good for you? I don't know. It may not be, but there's nothing that says, hey, if you vape this juice, the certain juice, you will get this and you will die. No, not at all. Yes, we should vape the safest product possible. Absolutely, Tar Heel. But I don't think the content of the stuff in this juice is enough to actually make a massive difference. So, and I like what she said, and I know a lot of people criticize her on the video, but I agree with what she said. It's not the devil we're making it out to be. Is it good for you? No. Is it going to kill you? Probably not.
Probably not.
But it's not the biggest thing to focus on. Just because, one juice company says, hey, we may have traces of this. Okay, look at the lab results. When they say traces in scientific terms means enough to show up in a test, but not enough to actually,
right.
mean anything.
Yeah.
Some of the tests came back that said, it was non-detectable. But when you're looking at, I did the math on this. One of the flavor companies, they say, okay, there's about 1% of diacetyl in certain flavoring. You put, let's just say you put 1% of that certain flavor in your juice. 1% of 1% is what? I can't even do the math on that. But that's these little numbers we're talking about, So, again, should we be careful? Yes. Should we know what we're putting in our bodies? Yes. Should we go out and crucify 1 or 2 or 3 juice vendors because they may have this one ingredient in? No. Make the choice. That's the beauty of...
Look, this is the thing.
That's the beauty
there
of choice.
Are thousands of juice manufacturers out there. Okay? Thousands of them. Okay? They all use the same fucking flavors. We all use the exact same ingredients. We all use the exact same stuff. It is all the same shit.
Exactly.
Okay? So the price differences, all that stuff, completely just doesn't fucking matter. Look, the only thing that is different is really how it's made. Okay? And, what kind of environment it was created in.
Exactly.
I'm even kind of on the fence right now about these companies that say they steep their stuff in oak barrels and stuff like that. I don't even think that's true.
Exactly. Oh. I've never really thought about it, but...
Yeah. But here's the thing. If you're concerned about vaping stuff that's in a particular juice that you've heard of, don't vape that juice.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Problem solved.
Absolutely. So, and that's the beauty of we have choices. We have choices what mods we use. You have choices what tanks we buy. You have choices where we get those things, whether it be online from China or whether it be from a local guy. We have choices whether we buy the authentic version or the clone. We have choices about all these things. We have choices what juices we buy. So my thoughts on the video were, I think it's great that you came out and did that. I think it's something that needed to be done.
Absolutely.
And I'm not just saying this because she's a sponsor of the show, because
I think she absolutely should stand up for herself in this instance, because from what I can gather, this guy that's calling her out on it, he's pretty much just targeted her.
And he really has.
And he's being a fucking douche about it. Whether or not the stories are true, from what I've heard, that supposedly the only reason he's doing it is because she's now selling juice in an area where a friend of his sells it, or whatever the case may be. Dude, fucking let it go. Why are we fighting amongst ourselves so much in the vaping community? Why do we have to do this to ourselves?
Exactly. This is any, we're our own worst enemy.
Yeah.
We really are. And it's funny because I actually talked to her last weekend about this. And, what was I saying? Damn it. I just had, it was right up there in this little brain. And it's something you said. But I know we talked about your own worst enemy. That's what triggered, because that was something that was talked about. But that's what it is. Honestly, because this attack, it is a personal attack, And like I said, anyone who's met her knows that she fuck off. No, it's a personal thing. This is a personal attack against her because, same way as if, I don't know, she just takes it personal. And saying that, like I said, I'm not just tooting that horn because she's a sponsor. The show isn't just about getting a list of sponsors. Every single sponsor on the show, her, the Vape Dudes, Vape Dad, 3 Dukes, Apothecary, I'll fight for all those people because I know all those people. I know what they do. I trust what every one of them does. So that's
if we didn't trust them, they would not be sponsors.
Exactly. I've gotten
because we've gotten offers from other companies to be sponsors.
Exactly.
Hell, we got offers from mod makers in China.
Exactly.
You know,
And
what?
this isn't about, we don't get paid to do this. We both have day jobs, Of course, I'm not going to lie, because someone did write a message about this. Yeah, we get perks, we get... Where you going? Is that bothering you?
Is that better?
Well, is that better, Marcus? You can see the big light looking at you? Yeah, are there perks? Yes, of course. We don't get paid. If it was about being paid, we would go, okay, anyone who wants to be a sponsor, it's $100 a month, we put your name on the banner. It's not about that. Again, it's about the community, it's about helping people, and the sponsors of the show are people that I trust that have everyone's best intentions at heart. Like, a lot of times I compare Chris Snuffer to her. It's not about the money. How much shit does he give out left and right?
Oh, yeah.
It drives Shelby nuts, but I mean, they will, give the shirt off their back to help someone vaping,
Yeah.
And those are the type of people.
Yeah, Chris, I mean, he, the last time there was a vape meet at the Fox and Hound.
Exactly.
He was kind of pissed off that none of the shops that were set up there, even though it was very slim pickings at that particular meet, but he was kind of upset that no one was going into the area where all these smokers were sitting. Less than 100 feet away from us, there was just a room full of smokers that you had to walk through to get to where we were at. He went back to our shop, got a whole bunch of free starter kits and free juice, and came back up there and was giving them away to people to help them out. Get switch them over to vaping.
Which is exactly what it's about.
Exactly.
We can have our little...
I mean, not everyone can do that. Not everyone can afford to do that.
No.
But
at least, try and engage with them.
Yeah.
So that, and I make a point. Every time I walk by someone that's smoking, I make a point to pull up my mod and take a puff. In hopes that they will go, maybe initiate a conversation, and that way, talk to them. You don't have to preach to them. You don't have to say that they're gonna. You don't have to say. Talk to them, engage them. No one wants to be preached to. That's why I won't approach anyone and go, "Hey, you smoke?"
Yeah.
That's not me. But if someone goes, "Hey,
Well,
what's that thing?" I will talk the whole night about it.
Well, we recently had that beer festival thing.
Oh yeah.
At the farmers market in downtown Dallas, and we were asked by the Observer, which is a Dallas-based newspaper service, to actually come out and have a booth set up there.
Yeah.
And my number one line when people would walk up there to the booth, I'd say, "Hey, are you a smoker?" And they'd say, "Yeah." I'd say, "Are you wanting to quit?"
Yeah.
And every single one of them, yes.
But they approach your booth, so they
approach the booth.
You wouldn't just go to a random person on the street.
I probably wouldn't walk up to a random person. If I was walking down the street and I was vaping and someone who was smoking said, "Hey, what is that?" I would talk to them about it. But I'm not going to walk up to a random smoker and be like, "Hey, you fucking smoking dude right there. You should be vaping because it's better for you." No, I don't want to come off as a douchebag like that. I don't, because I already know that we get a bad rap as being douchey people for vaping and
Apparently, you look like a douche cunt holding this. That's what someone told me. So, yeah, I mean, start the conversation, initiate the conversation. If you get them to quit that day, awesome. If you don't get them to quit that day, you planted the seed.
Exactly.
That's really all you can do.
You never know what that seed will flower into.
Well, the neighbor, for me, I mean, and this is just a personal thing. Basically, I mean, I'm not that type of person that can just walk up to a stranger and go, "Hey, excuse me," That's why I met my wife at a party with a bunch of people. I would never have approached her in a public place.
Killer beard killer?
Oh, I don't know what that's about.
What is killer beard killer? I hope you're not talking about killing beards, because no.
Look like dildos. Oh god, that's something else. I'm glad you brought that up, Brandon. No, I don't approach the neighbor. I don't approach because I'm not that guy who can just walk up to a stranger and go, "Hey, excuse me, do you have a second?"
Lord Ohm.
Chris, the owner of Vape Boots, can do it. I saw him do it at that meet.
What's that?
Just walk up to random people. He had every waitress around there just hanging on him. I'm not that guy. If you can initiate a conversation with me, I will take the conversation, all day, whatever. I can't initiate that. And I don't not start the conversation because of any special reason. I just can't do that. That's just me. So that's the reason for that. If you can start the conversation, if you feel comfortable walking up to someone and saying that, more power to you. I look up to you. Lord Ohm. Oh, Killsmith.
Dorothy Lord Vapor. Yes, yes.
I brought this up. Oh god. And let me find it real quick. Actually, I'm gonna get
Lord Volder Ohm.
I do the neighbor. I mean, thank you. That sounded kind of conceited. Thank you. I have
The neighbor.
Should have a cool accent, and I said I know. But that's just me. I don't have that brain that's wired to do that. So
You had the neighbor.
hey, make some conversation. I gotta get some more Jack.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be right back.
Fucking alcoholic. No, I'm good. So, anyway, he goes and leaves me here all alone. But yeah. Wow, I wish my apartment smelled like bacon. Wait, I don't have an apartment. I have a house. Oh! Lord Ohm was pretty damn good. Hey, I'm glad you like the Jester Juice. Yeah, it's pretty damn tasty stuff. I saw that, Josh. I was kind of shocked by the what was it? The tumbler on the underside of the Millennium Falcon. That was pretty crazy.
What happened while I was gone?
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
Oh god. Did you take your pants off?
I did. We had a no pants party.
Okay.
People were sending photos in.
Oh damn! Did you delete them already?
What?
Did you delete them already?
Yeah,
You're a huge jerk.
I know.
Okay, where did I? Okay. Yeah, we're at my house.
His vape cave.
My vape cave. I don't like seeing the vape layer because
The vape layer.
FDA doesn't. No, that's not the one I was looking for. Maybe this is the one I was looking for. I found this little. Oh god, I hope I saved it. Speaking of dildos,
What?
what? Oh no, you son of a bitch! It wasn't actually about dildos, but new study claims
Is it about your dildo tequila bottle?
no. That would be sweet though.
Fucking Marcus.
What do you say?
I'm the hemp knight. Nice.
The hemp knight. Damn it! Why will that not find it? Oh god. Is it under the good vapor? No.
Avenge me, hemp knight.
Hemp knight. You know what? My shit is acting up.
Okay, okay.
It's under bookmarks. Maybe it's under bookmarks. Crap, it's not under bookmarks. But basically, it was this church website, and I have a problem with this because
A church website.
well, it was like Lakewood Baptist or some sort of Baptist church website, and I have a problem with this. Because
Wait. Was this the one that said something like vaping is
satanic and for gays?
Yes.
Yes. So I have a problem with this because I am a Christian. Okay, I do attend church on a regular basis. This is my problem. It's this church website, this church forum page, and they said basically Satan and the gays are taking over through vaping because of all these dildo-shaped devices, and we should just be men and smoke. It's basic. And I thought I saved. You know what?
What backwoods town was this in?
Baptist Church. Vaping. Damn, see if I can find it. But it was this whole forum, and people were saying Landover Baptist. Okay. I think I may have found it.
I love my 26650 dildo.
Okay. You may have heard about it as something that is touted as a healthy alternative to smoking. Now, first off the bat, nobody needs a safer alternative to smoking. God loves smoke. Smoke is powerful.
What?
Yes. Real men smoke. Real men smoke.
Is this Landover Baptist?
Landover Baptist.
He's saying this is a parody site.
Are you kidding?
Satire site.
I'm trying to find the composure to look back up at the camera. So,
moving on.
I officially give up.
Okay.
Come on, now it's just hilarious.
That was fucking hilarious.
Okay. Okay, well, this is way funnier to me now. Oh, God almighty. Are you going to make like a auto-tune the news to this? Like, chop this clip up? Oh, fuck. Okay, so. I have like.
So how about cloud competitions?
I have like no credibility now, so let's just complain about. Yeah, let's get people fired up about something else. Maybe they'll forget. Hey, Big Jenny. Absolutely nothing just happened. Thank you for coming into the show. Oh, hey, Dylan. I remember you. Forget about it.
I'm better now.
Okay, so let's talk about cloud comps. Yes, let's talk about cloud comps. Can we stop?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, Big. Sorry. Guys, okay, you know, it's cool to prove who can blow the biggest clouds. That's awesome. You know, I like the idea of the cloud comp as something to bring the community together, a community event. That's cool. Look what happened with cloud comps. We can talk about the thing at Vaporblast.
Yeah.
You know, people are going, hey, what do I need to blow the big clouds? Okay, well, what battery are you using? Well, I don't know. Blows the biggest dudes. You guys are fucking retarded. Honestly, I mean, it's just, I think everyone's over it. The cloud comps. I saw one, I know, Matt, you were there. Matt and Misty, you guys were at the one on Saturday, and it was just, you could hear a pin drop. It was so quiet while this contest was going on.
Yeah.
It was just, it just seemed, I don't know, we just...
I mean, I'm over it. Okay? Yeah. I'm so fucking tired of cloud competitions. It's like every fucking weekend there's a cloud competition. I'm always getting invites from people. Oh, come to the cloud competition and stuff like that. Look, dude, I'm so fucking sick of cloud competitions, man. It's just boring to me now. Yes. I mean, you go into a room full of fucking people. It's hot. It's sticky. It's cramped. It's just not pleasant. So, yeah. You know, I thought they were fun when they were...
At the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning. You know, they were kind of far and few between. But, you know, anymore, it's like every local shop has a cloud competition. Every freaking vape convention has a cloud competition. Every this, that, and the other is cloud competition. Fuck, enough with the cloud competitions.
Yeah, it does seem a little silly, and it seemed... Because, of course, on top of just them being silly, they fight. Every single one. There's a fight about the results.
Yeah, there's always going to... No one is ever going to agree on who won, and there's always going to be controversy, and there's always going to be someone getting butthurt, so what the fuck is the goddamn point anymore?
See, and... Okay, Marcus says something good. Okay, you know, when it was for a couple of bottles of juices, it was okay. You know, if you do it for street cred, okay, cool. You know... Street, is that vaping street? Did I just say that?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
I mean, okay. So when they did the one shop, there was a $5,000 cash prize. Really, you know, $5,000. Seriously, it just. And yes, Brandon. Okay, yes. People are getting in there. If there's a cloud comp alone, I like the idea of a community event about getting something into your shop. But I just think, or I think we both think, I think they're done. I mean, we're kind of over them. Well, that's just personal.
Yeah.
It's just because it's like one every weekend, and you know.
Yeah, I think if they were kind of like they were in the past, you know, it was just like they were events to look forward to every once in a while. But now that everyone is doing them all the time, who cares anymore? And you know what? There are some people out there who are just complete, total douchebags about this. I won't name any names, but there's a certain gentleman I've met a couple of times. He won one of the cloud competitions down here, like one of the very first ones.
The Beast? They went the Beast?
No.
Okay.
And he promotes himself as a professional cloud chaser. And that is his profession. And that's what he does. And he's not going to come down to Texas anymore and do any of the Texas cloud competitions because no one in Texas can compete with him.
Are you sure it's not the Beast Vapor?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beast Vapor.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah, that's the same guy. Okay, I thought it was him. Yes, the neighbor. Oh, I'm not sure what part of the country you're in, but I think there's close to 300 vape shops.
Yeah, you tell me how to blow a big cloud, and I'll tell you what a vagina feels like.
Yeah, around where we live, there's close to 300 shops, and they all have cloud comps. It's something to get the community involved. Absolutely, like I said, is great. I know e-cig is doing a pinup contest. You know, there's another shop around you that did that a while back. So community events, awesome. Hats off to you. But just doing a cloud comp for the sake of doing a cloud comp, little silly. Because give me money. Oh god, so that's something that's annoying. I mean,
you know, we were joking around a couple of months back though about how silly cloud competitions had become and everything, and it was just a matter of time before someone start, you know, because like all these people, all these cloud chasers now that compete in, you know, cloud competitions, and like there's a couple of people around here that I know of that are professional cloud chasers. You know, they have sponsors. What?
Oh yeah, I've heard about
Why
this the
do
other
you
day.
need a sponsor?
There's that chick who has a sponsor. I heard about this the other day. Yep.
She doesn't have a sponsor. She has like 5.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It's not the fucking Olympics.
Why? Okay, like, are we gonna start like having cloud competitions where people are gonna start wearing like sponsorship shirts? You know, they'll have like the racing fire suits and everything, except for it'll be like vaping suits. You know, and have like all their sponsors listed on them and stuff like that.
Totally.
How far is this gonna go before it fucking finally dies?
I don't know. I'm hoping it'll die real soon. I mean, again, if people would just kind of, like I said, you know, you're at a place and, oh, hey, dude, blah, 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 you're talking shit, and you want to have a cloud comp between you and your buddy, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But the way it's being handled, especially with people getting smart. I can't even say it. Sponsors? Cloud comp at the X Games.
Who can sub them the lowest without blowing their face off?
Who's the biggest genetic mutant? Exactly. Oh god. Okay, so, and with that comes sub-ohming. How low are we gonna go?
I've gone pretty fucking low before.
How low?
The lowest I have successfully built and vaped on was a .003.
Good god! What are you doing to get to .003?
It was a twisted 20 gauge flattened parallel. Fuck. 3-wrap coil. It was absolutely ridiculous. I took 3 hits off of it, and my mod was just like flaming hot. It was like hot to the touch, so I took the battery out of it and set that off to the side.
And ran.
And yeah, it was fun.
Exactly. I mean, and that to me, that kind of, okay, you know, to me that kind of goes a little bit hand in hand with the cloud comps, you know, because with the cloud comps, it's bigger clouds. How do you get big clouds?
Yeah.
Airflow and resistance, right? Of course, I think this thing that happened at Vape Blast really kind of opened everyone's eyes, because you know what, the more you push those limits, you can be as safe as you want. You can have the battery with the biggest, you know, with the highest amp load on it. You can have your ohm meter running. Everything can be tight. There's still a risk, right?
Yeah.
And the more we push these boundaries, the bigger that risk is going to be. So,
get this. This is the new thing about cloud competitions.
I got the juice right here. Give me 1 minute.
You're not shit if you've got drilled out air holes. You're not shit unless you can vape big clouds with stock air holes. So we've gone to here, and now we've gone back to where we started from.
What? How? I mean, those are the key things.
It's all on the power of sucking.
Oh, Jesus. I can't even wrap my head around that because, like I said, when you get in this wattage, I mean, not just the wattage, when you blow in these big clouds, the biggest factors is your power and your airflow. So your low resistance coils and your big air holes, like something like the Mutation X, where it's more air holes than top cap.
Yeah, okay, is that considered stock airflow? Because I mean that is the way it came.
Airflow. I would consider it because people were doing that to their Patriots.
Yeah.
For how long? Drilling that same formation, the 333.
Well, I mean that's what this Cloud Chaser Inc. Have you heard about them?
CCI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen like their stuff that they sell? Like they sell braided wire and
They sell braided wire?
They sell braided flattened wire, and it's total fucking crap. I tried to use some the other day, and it's so brittle that it breaks as you're
really?
Yeah, it's horrible. But they also sell basically it's a tobe that's been drilled out several times and everything.
But part of the fun of the the cloud comp thing,
Chicata.
Last one standing. Do it. I think you vapes is due for a cloud comp, man. But I mean, the whole fun of the cloud comp and everything is is being creative, not buying pre-braided wire. Come up with your own twists, come up with your own builds, come up with drill your own air holes out. The whole part of the fun was doing things yourself and doing the DIY of it. And, hey, I built this coil. Oh, I built this coil. Buying pre-braided coil.
Yeah,
that's
kind of defeats the purpose, in my opinion.
And that's why it's getting ridiculous because it's not just kind of a cool, fun thing anymore. It's frozen lung challenge. Jinx. Sorry.
Really?
Yes.
We're fucking 5?
Yes, we're fucking 5. Straight menthol. Frozen.
I'll tell you what, man. That's one of the things I hate about working in a juice manufactory is menthol. Anything with menthol in it, I hate cleaning those fucking bottles.
Oh god.
Because I'll go to clean the bottles out and get wash them and stuff like that. And I mean, it just burns your face. Does.
I try and repurpose some bottles for juice, and the menthol juices I just throw them away.
Okay.
So we got something. Okay, so Matt's been in real fine form. So he not only did he puff the magma.
I used to do that.
Obi?
Yeah, it's good.
I'm still. The bottle's supposed to be coming to me. He actually puffed 2 bottles of Suicide Bunny. They're puffed because they are 12 nic bottles and 12 nicks a little too high at this point. So he said, "Hey, give them to someone on the show. They could probably get more use out of it than I can." They are unopened. They're unused. They are clean and safe. So we have a bottle of Derailed. You can see right there. It's full bottle, 12 nic, and we have a bottle of OB in 12. You can see it's sealed.
OB is yummy.
Doesn't have the plastic, but it's a full bottle, sealed, hasn't been used.
It's been a minute since I've had OB though.
12 nic bottles. So we are going to do a giveaway for that. If it is something that it is too high of a nic level for you and you do not want it, of course, feel free to puff it to someone else. If it's too high for you, but you have someone that that could benefit from it, of course, give it to them as well. So let's do a giveaway to Scorpio. You there, bud? You should still be in there.
Unless he...
Cool. I believe I still have your info. You want them, right? Cool. Okay. I believe I still have your info, but just to be safe, shoot me an email again or message me on the page. Give me your address. I'll get both of those sent out to you. So congrats to you. And I do want to say a big thank you to Matt PLB 2004.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
That's really super duper cool. of
That's
you, man.
really cool. And you know, we talk a lot of shit every night, but or every week. But it comes down to again, caring about the community, getting involved in the community, helping each other out as much as we can. So when someone steps up and gives away something out of their personal stash, that's really, really cool. So so thank you to you. Get Obi from local shop. Yeah. No, Obi is good stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like going longer tonight. I don't know. I think we have some things to talk about.
You want to go longer?
Yeah, you guys want to go a little bit longer? I think we have some more things to talk about. I do want to talk about.
It's not like we're cutting on into anyone else's airtime.
Bang. Oh, yeah, that's true. I thought you were talking about someone else who is airtime right now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about it.
I don't have a link for the giveaway. No. Just message me, or you should still have the GoodVaper at Gmail, or message me on there. No, it's not. What? I'm not giving away silverware. I don't know what's the silverware thing.
What?
People talking about my silverware. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh. Cool. So we'll do that. Oh god, I gotta sneeze.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Damn it.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, I win.
So yeah, what else do you want to talk about?
We're not giving away silverware because my wife will chop off my balls. No one's taking my new mod.
Salute. Really?
It comes in threes, bitch. So that's that. We'll give that away.
Okay.
No, we were talking about, and I'm glad I kind of had this. Thank you, everyone. I'm allergic to the beard.
Deal with it.
I am. So no, and I kind of talking because it seems I've been seeing this question being posted a lot on some of the pages. Thank you, Celia. And I know some people were talking about DIYing in the page earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a juice maker now.
Okay.
I've been doing my own juice for a little while. So let's talk about some tips for people who want to DIY juice.
There's and I can't remember the damn name of this website. There's a website you can go to, and they basically have every flavor you could possibly want. Okay.
There's a ton of them out there.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out there, but they all come from the same place. Okay,
I know.
They are all the exact same flavor.
Wizard Labs is a good site. Let me put that up. I know with Wizard Labs, they yes.
But you can go on there, order yourself some small little
the 8
flavor bottles.
I think they're the 8 ml vials. Yeah.
Yeah, or 10 mils or something like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Go ahead and order you some of those and some flavors that you think that you might like to try making some juice with. And it's as simple as that, man. Get that and order yourself some VG and some PG. Order yourself a bottle of VG or PG Nick. There's lots of great websites out there that will, tell you what you need or what the measurements are and stuff like that and everything. And just start making juice. I mean, I've never made juice before I got this job. And when I first started working at this job, I was mostly filling bottles and stuff like that. And I finally started kind of venturing into making my own juices and stuff like that. And there's a great website that I found also.
It's eJuice Me Up is an extra application, but it's for Windows only.
Okay.
I know that.
e-liquid-recipes.com.
Put that on there. e-liquid-recipes.com.
Mm-hmm. This is a great website that I found. They have lots of different They have lots of different flavors. It tells you what's in them, how to make them, all that good stuff. And it's pretty cool too because it shows you the flavor additives in mils and drops and percentages.
Yep.
So that's a really cool deal, and you can look at something that sounds horrible.
Bacon, cheese, egg, and hot chili. Yeah, that does sound awfully good for breakfast to eat. Okay. No, that's nice. I see. I don't do anything with drops like you do percentage and mils, but no, there's websites out there. I know. The reason thing I like about Wizard Labs is they have, I think, 4 or 5 different flavor vendors that you can order from, and you can only buy the small vials from them. I think they're like $1.50 a piece.
But really, for starting out making juice, that's all you're ever going to really need. You're not going to need to buy large quantities of juice or anything like that unless you're actually going to start getting into business with it.
Exactly. And also something else too, though, if you do order Nick, and I for the longest time did not want to keep nicotine at my house just because I don't know, just with the kids being around and everything.
Right.
I have a little bit that I keep at home. But of course, you can get, when you go order Nick, you can get, 36 milligram per milliliter, 50, 100 milligram, 150. Basically, so say like something like a 36 milligram per milliliter Nick is going to be less potent than 100 milligram per milliliter. So you have to put more Nick in it. The reason I like 100 milligram, and I think a lot of places do, is because the math is easy.
Right.
If you want to put 6 mils of Nick, that's
we use a VG or a PG Nick solution. We have both that we can use for different flavors and stuff like that. So that's what we kind of base our stuff off of.
Exactly. So, and I think too, so if you want a higher VG juice, use a VG based Nick.
Right.
Because if you use a PG based Nick, that you're using more PG in that PG-VG ratio.
Right.
So if you're going for like a 50-50, you can
actually, if you're doing like a high VG Nick, you would want to use like a PG. If you want a high VG juice, you would go with a PG nicotine, but then you would do mostly VG additive in there instead of the PG additive, because that will give you about like a 80-20, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's 1,000 ways to do it, and it's, I mean, honestly, I know, we know some juice makers, you're one of them, talk to some people, it's not complicated. I mean, if you can do rudimentary math, basic math, it's easy. It's being careful, if you get 100 mil Nick, put gloves on, don't spill it on yourself. Just be careful. It's not tough to do.
And don't lick it.
Yeah, don't lick it. For the love of God, don't lick it. But I mean, there's a ton of websites out there where you can get started from and get stuff for relatively cheap. There's a ton of websites out there. But I know I've seen a lot more people talking about, hey, what do I need for DIY? And we just want to make sure. I wanted to give kind of our opinion on it so we can put some more information out there. But of course, once you make your juice, there's stuff like steeping. Everyone talks about steeping.
Yeah.
What I do if I make something at home, luckily we have a new baby, so we have a little bottle warmer. What you do is it's just like a base, a little cylinder thing. You put water in it, you hit a button, it steams the water. So what I do, I put my juice in there for a cycle.
Yeah.
It steams it. It actually warms up that VG, thins out the VG, shake it up, it blends it better. And of course, your stuff like your creams especially need some. I don't like the word steeping because you're not really steeping something in it. It's more maturing.
It says here that you might have gotten booted from the chat.
Why?
I don't know. It doesn't show you on the list.
It never shows me on the list.
It does. It usually shows you at the top.
I'm right there.
You're not on my list.
I'm on your face. Oh well, as long as you can still see me, that's fine.
Bunker.
So you just have. Okay, my fucking chat isn't updating either, so I may have gotten booted. As long as I'm talking, it's fine. It doesn't matter. So of course, some of your creams, they'll need time. So I know, and something that prompted this guy who won the Jester Juice a couple of weeks ago, saying, no, it tasted great, and then 3 days later, it tasted even better. Of course, you need some time. So if you don't have something like it to steam the juice, so there's another good trick is take, a cup, put maybe this much hot water in it, like hot water. Put your bottle of juice in there. When the water gets cold, dump it out, put more hot water in it. Just to give some of those ingredients, heat them up, give them time to mature, because those flavors are going to change as time goes on. Keep them in a dark environment overnight or throughout the day.
It doesn't take about a month. 2 weeks is plenty of time of steeping. If you really want to just set something on a shelf and let it steep in a bottle, 2 weeks is more than enough time. You don't need to do more than that, because after that point you're just really not accomplishing anything.
Oh, I'm back. Yeah, at that, a week or two should be sufficient. Even a week for most juices is probably good. And I know,
you weren't referring. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. And I know some of the ones, like some of the, if you make something with fruits or berries, a lot of them, yeah, they call it the Texas steep. Just leave it in your car for a day.
Yeah.
That's.
I used to have this juice that I would mix together, and it was Vapor Bars stuff, and it was like a honeysuckle and a menthol and a couple of other little things when I first started vaping, and I'd mix them together in a bottle and make my own flavored juice, right?
Yeah.
And
that's another good way to start doing combining flavors.
And it had like kind of a red color to it after you mix it all together. And I would take it and put it in my car, and I would go and, like, say I was working on the weekend or something like that, I would come back out to the car, and I mean, it's like, this was back in 2013, early 2013, summer. So it's like 1,000 fucking degrees, and like the juice would turn clear.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Isn't
that weird?
Usually turns darker.
Yeah, but it was like, it was like turning like a clear color, and it was kind of pissing me off because I liked the red color, and I was like, stop that.
I know a lot of juices, they'll say, I know some people buy juice from a store, fresh.
And they'll say not to put it in a hot car or stuff like that.
Or like I've heard people come back and they say, oh my god, it turned brown. Like, well, yeah, I mean, the nicotine exposure to sunlight is oxidized.
See you later, Matt.
It's going to change color. Later, Matt. Placing orders, What crap is that? Oh. Yeah, and the thing about the peppery juice, I have noticed, and I've seen a lot of people, and I didn't pay attention to this until I heard it a lot more, was a lot of the custards or the vanilla flavors will have a peppery taste to them.
Yeah.
Some flavor vendors do not have that peppery taste, but a lot of them do. So of course, if you're getting something as a peppery taste, maybe use less of that.
That reminds me. I need you to try that.
Cool. I need you to try this. Yeah, no, it's definitely, and it's fun too. It's definitely fun just kind of experimenting with different flavors. You can do things the way you want. I know a lot of shops will say, hey, bring it back, we'll change it for you. A lot of shops won't. But it's definitely something fun to try. But I was saying about the berry juices. I made one and I got, people were saying, well, it's kind of florally. On some juices, breathing.
It was really weird. We were sniffing a tobacco blend juice today. It was just straight flavor extract, and we were smelling of it. It was a tobacco blend, but it had like a rose hue to it. It was kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah, we were all like, what the fuck?
That's real weird. Yeah, so for something like that, when you, age it or steep it, whatever you want to call it, if it has a florally scent, when you do your warming, like, if you're doing it in the cup or whatever, or if you steam it, leave the top off. Because what'll happen, as it over time, just that florally notes, unless you like that, which I don't.
Yeah.
But if you leave the cap off, that'll air out a lot of that. I know there's specifically shimmer, one of Jake's flavors.
Oh yeah.
It was real citrusy, kind of florally, and I put it in a Jenny tank, and the next morning I had it, and it tasted so much better because it had time to air out and breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Sriracha juice.
I can't get my finger in there. I can't really taste a lot, but I do like that though.
It's my chocolate custard.
Okay. I know, I taste a chocolatey something.
Yeah, it's got two different types of chocolate in it.
Chocolate's a tough one too.
It is.
Because most chocolates taste like Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, I think I went a little too light on the chocolate and too much on the custard, but there's also a touch of caramel in here too.
Oh, okay, so that's a good combination. Like too peppery though. Pepper oxidizes. Can we see if there's anything I'm missing? Grant's vanilla custard. Okay. 2.5 months. Grant's vanilla custard.
Grant's vanilla custard is pretty damn good.
See, it took him 2 months to steep. Good God.
Wow.
See, my problem is with steeping juice. I'll make it and I'll want to vape it right away. Or you know, if I'm making something, I have this much left. I'm like, fuck, I better make this. And then by the time it seeps, it's done. So.
Well, how about we do a giveaway for a 17 ml bottle of chocolate custard made by me?
Oh, 17 mils?
Yeah.
That's an odd number.
Okay, how about 30 mils?
How about 31 mils? 31.5 mils. If we're gonna do
Just
weird.
do it.
Okay. So, so we are gonna give away a bottle of Chris's creation of chocolate custard. 42 mil. Violet Sage, are you there, Violet Sage?
Hey, email us at the TheGoodVaper page. Let us know your nicotine level and what PG-VG ratio you would like, and we'll get that sent out to you next week.
Awesome. Well,
Hopefully before I leave for Austin.
Hopefully, oh, that's right, you're going to Austin.
Yes.
Next week.
If anybody will be at what is that show next weekend? Some vapor convention down in Austin. I can't fucking remember the name of it right now. Vape Dudes will be there. I will be there on Saturday. Saturday is the only day open to the public.
Okay.
Yeah. Friday is like
vendor meet day.
Yeah, vendor meet deal, and then Saturday is the actual vape meet, and then Sunday we're gonna go and play disc golf. So.
Oh, nice. Dude, I think Tar Heel had a good idea. 69 ml bottles. Fuck yeah. No, that was actually really, really good. Cool. So I just wanted to cover that because I had seen that topic come up a lot, and anytime I see a topic that's kind of trending on some of the the newer pages or the pages for beginners, I like to kind of touch on that because I like to give our view on things because there's a lot of sometimes on those pages you have the blind leading the blind. So I like to kind of give, not that we're an authority on anything, I just like to give our kind of cool. So yes, and speaking of next weekend, so Chris will be gone, so I may or may not have a mysterious co-host. It may just be me making a fucking tool of myself again. So,
I will have to make sure that I have Wi-Fi that I can at least watch the show.
Dear God, yes, please. So we may have a mysterious co-host. It may just be me. It may just be my dog. I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Why were you pointing at me when you said that?
I don't know, because you're sitting right there, like taking the spot.
Okay.
And maybe a blow-up doll. I don't know. No blow-up doll. Crap, I'm just gonna stop talking. So, also next Saturday, while Chris is gone, we're doing a special show next Saturday, not tomorrow, at ECA Vape 1. You guys may remember them a few weeks ago. We did a show from them. They're having a pin-up contest. We're doing a special from 4 to 5. I'll post the link, of course, on the TheGoodVaper page. If you haven't liked it, go like it. I know 3 Dukes are going to be there. Vape Dad's going to be there. Pip's going to be there. So we're going to have a lot of the sponsors on it. Jake from Bomb Vape is going to be there. A couple other people. So it should be a cool thing. So please tune in and check that out. Thank you again to the guys at Vape Dudes. Thank you to Suicide and King's Crown. Thank you to 3 Dukes. Thank you to Apothecary. Thank you to Vape Dad.
See you later, Jay-Z.
Bye, Jess. Of course, again, I'll just post it again just for shits and giggles because I can. Go like the page, check for updates, tell your friends to like the page. At TheGoodVaper is the Twitter handle. Website TheGoodVaper.com. GoodVaper on Instagram. Go follow. This will be up on YouTube hopefully by tomorrow night. Maybe by Sunday. I think it's YouTube/user/TheGoodVaper. Just search TheGoodVaper,
Something
you'll
like
find
that.
it. Or it's on the good. All those links are on the TheGoodVaper Facebook page. Especially thank you to everyone who took some time out of their days to B Monroe, we're just checking out. Thank you to everyone who logged on and spent some time with us. Thanks again to Matt for piffing what he did.
Yeah, man, thanks a lot.
Thank you to Chris for giving away his creation, and we will see you guys. I'll see you next week.
Yep.
Later.
Later.